Once upon a time, in a village, there lived a farmer who had a cow and a goat. The goat was rather small in size, but the cow was quite plump and appeared to be of great value. One day, the farmer said to his wife,
"Let's sell the cow. It's the best time to sell it now. I'll take it to the market tomorrow."
The next day, the farmer set out with the cow. However, 3 troublemakers in the town saw the farmer and began to scheme.
Let's trick the farmer up ahead into selling us the cow at a low price.
As the farmer walked along, one of the troublemakers approached him and asked,
"Hey, where are you taking that goat?"
Huh? A goat? My goat is at home. I'm sure I'm leading a cow.
Farmer, you must be getting old. You're mistaking your goat for a cow. That's a goat.
The man then walked away.
This guy must be crazy. Even though I'm getting older, there's no way I'd mistake a goat for a cow, or a cow for a goat.
But when he reached the second corner, the second troublemaker said,
"Farmer, where are you taking that useless goat?"
What? A goat? That's strange, but this isn't a goat, it's a cow.
Farmer, you're mistaken. You thought you were leading a cow, but you'd better look more closely next time when selling cows, or it could go wrong.
The second troublemaker also left.
Why are these 2 people saying the same thing? Maybe I really made a mistake. No, this is definitely a cow.
As the farmer neared the market, the final troublemaker approached him and said,
Farmer, where are you taking the goat?
It's strange that you're saying the same thing as the 2 people I met earlier. I believe I'm leading a cow. Did I really make a mistake?
This is definitely a goat, and the cow must still be at your home. But what will you do now? Do you want to sell this goat?
My eyes must be playing tricks on me. I still think it looks like a cow. People really shouldn't grow old. Since I've already brought the goat here, I'll sell it, of course. How about it? Do you want to buy it?
This goat is pretty useless. I'll give you $5 for it.
$5 is too cheap.
If you don't want to sell it, then don't.
Oh, well, I'll sell you this utterly useless goat for $5.
The troublemaker handed over $5 and walked away, leading the cow. When the farmer returned home, he told his wife,
I've sold the useless goat.
What, a goat? The goat is in the shed. You've taken the cow with you.
It seems you're getting old too. I was indeed leading a goat. The 3 people I met on the way all said the same.
Why are you saying that? Let's go to the shed and see.
The 2 of them went to the shed, looked around, and indeed found the goat.
So those 3 people conspired to deceive me. I fell for their trick. I'm not satisfied at all. Can we find a way to get back at them? I remember their appearance, and they seemed like the town's ruffians. I must think of a way to seek revenge.
The farmer kept thinking and finally came up with a good plan. The next day, the farmer borrowed $150 from his good friend. He put the money in his pocket, dressed neatly and elegantly, and wore a round hat. He went to the town, and as soon as he arrived, he headed to the 3 inns where the troublemakers were known to hang out. He handed $50 to the innkeeper and instructed,
Next time I come here to order a meal, you should bring the dishes in order. When it's time to pay, I'll turn my hat slightly. You should say, the bill has already been settled.
The next day, when the farmer arrived at the first inn, he coincidentally ran into the 3 troublemakers. The farmer invited them to sit at his table since he was dressed neatly and confidently. The troublemakers did not recognize him as the farmer they had tricked a few days ago. They happily enjoyed the meal, with dishes served one by one. When it was time to pay, the farmer turned his hat slightly. At this moment, the innkeeper said,
The bill has already been settled.
The 3 troublemakers looked at each other in amazement, but the farmer acted as if nothing happened and left. The next day, the farmer visited the second inn, and the troublemakers entered as well. The farmer said,
What a coincidence. Come on, let's all eat together.
The farmer invited them to his table once again and treated them to a meal. When it was time to settle the bill, the farmer turned his hat, and the innkeeper said,
The bill has already been settled.
After the farmer left, the 3 troublemakers talked amongst themselves.
The hat that man wears must have some magical power. Every time he turns it, the bill is miraculously paid. It's too good. Let's trick him into selling us the hat so we can eat and drink for free. We can buy anything, no matter how expensive. Tomorrow, let's buy his hat.
The next day, at the 3rd inn, the farmer once again encountered the 3 troublemakers. He invited them to have an extravagant meal, and when it was time to pay, he smiled and turned his hat.
The bill has already been settled.
Since the same thing had happened 3 times, the observant troublemakers believed that the farmer's hat must indeed possess some magical power. So, the 3 troublemakers hurriedly stopped the farmer who was about to leave and said,
Please wait.
What's going on?
One of the troublemakers politely bowed and said,
Could you please sell us the hat you're wearing?
The farmer looked surprised and replied,
How can that be? This hat is more important to me than money. No matter how expensive the food is, as long as I turn my hat, the bill is paid. You've all witnessed the magical effect of this hat these past few days. How could I possibly sell it?
Hearing this, the 3 troublemakers became even more determined to acquire the hat.
You're right. But please rest assured, we are willing to offer a very high price to buy it.
How much are you willing to pay?
$500.
$500? You want to buy my hat for such a small amount? No.
Then $600?
No.
$700?
No.
Well, in that case, we'll have no choice but to take out all the money we have, and we'll offer you $800. Please, sell us the hat. We beg you.
All right, to be honest, $800 is still too cheap, but fine, I'll sell it to you.
The farmer put the $800 in his pocket, returned home with a smile, and said to his wife,
The 3 troublemakers from town, who cheated me out of my cow a few days ago, happily bought my old hat for $800 today. The same hat I've wanted to get rid of for a long time.
Then he laughed happily. At that moment, the 3 troublemakers in town were frantically turning the useless old hat, hoping for its magical powers to work.